Oh, wow. I feel really, really excited to have a podcast superstar on a Zoom. It's unbelievable. I'm sorry. There's a lot of background noise here. Is it okay? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, man, I can hear you
Okay.
great. How's it going, Bear?
Well, it's good. Apparently adults have no control over their children, for God's sakes, and they just scream like it's like bedtime for these people. They should be in bed, but that's okay. It's a public place. I get it. I just hope that the kids don't come over and want to cuddle the freaking talking bear. So, tell us all about how to have a successful podcast at the age of 12, that's how old you are, right? 12?
Yeah, 12. Just
13, 14, what are you?
21.
21, Jesus, you can drink now. Okay, great. So,
Yeah.
so give us all the podcast tips out there, but not too many. Keep a little in your pocket so that people don't get as good as you. So give a couple of podcasts. If I'm a bear and I want to start a podcast, what the hell do I got to do?
I mean, honestly, man, I encourage people to start podcasts because I know most people are going to stop doing it and they're going to fail within a couple months. And their audience, they've like now discovered podcasts if they were already on there, and now they're searching for my podcast. So
you're smart. You're smart. You're a little long-term guy. I don't want to play poker against you. That's funny. Okay. So
yeah. I think a good way to kind of start a successful podcast is you really got to do yourself. Like I'm sure you shared this. I'm sure you listen to a lot of podcasts there, and a lot of them are not that great. A lot of them they just ask questions.
I gotta tell you, a lot of them suck ass.
Suck ass, yeah. I think there's like over 500,000 now, and they're really bad, right? So the best way that you can kind of go about that is, so many people are starting podcasts now. Almost everyone has one. And people are just trying to, do the checklist. They're trying to check things off. Like
that makes sense. Makes sense.
Like LinkedIn, like and everything. So like the best way to do this is just be yourself. So I really think, for example, my success comes from how dumb I am.
Well, you're not dumb. You're one of the smartest people on the planet. Stop with the I'm dumb stuff. You're not stupid.
No, let me explain it.
I'm not buying that crap for 1 second. You're one of the smartest people on the planet.
Definitely not. But, I talk to these people, man. I talk to these guests, and, like, my ordinary brain is, like, trying to understand these concepts. And, like, by me distilling this process, I'm able to, like, distill this idea down. Right. And then I'm able to respond back, share what I've learned. And oftentimes, because I've kind of, like, dumbed it down, people are much more receptive because people are also not that able to attain complex ideas, move them around. So, like, I think that's the main thing. And it's just like, I'm doing this, man. I wake up every morning. I talk to these awesome people. I'm doing this whether I was recording it or not. Like,
right. Yeah.
It's really just an excuse. Like, it really is just an excuse to talk to people.
That's great. So what's been the funniest thing that's happened to you in these podcasts? What's been the thing where you were like, oh, crap, I can't believe that happened?
Yeah, dude, that's a really funny idea. So the first thing that comes out to me is I was talking to this unbelievably smart person. Her name is Ellen Hendrickson.
Okay.
She wrote the best-selling book on how to be yourself. And I'm having this awesome conversation with her. Like we're vibing, like we're giving each other like stories of our own lives. And like at the very end, because we happen to be talking about social anxiety, my social anxiety comes up. And like at the very end, for some random reason, she's like, hey, I really enjoyed being on this podcast. And I just say, I love you. I don't know where it came from.
But you did. Now, are you dating her now? Are you dating her?
No.
Well, it's like having a marriage proposal live on your podcast. I love you. So
yeah.
No, but I think that's great. That's fantastic. So you said social anxiety. So what's that? Tell me, that's a human thing. What the hell's that? What's a social anxiety thing?
Yeah, I mean, I think social anxiety is something that a lot of people face. I think it's ultimately, it comes from a combination of things, but I ultimately think it's, you don't want to express the full contents of your head, like in a good way. There's a lot of stuff we shouldn't say.
Right.
Over fear, over, hypothetical situations that your brain puts you in. That's how I define it.
Gotcha. Okay, I think that's good. So, what tips would you give me for because I'm new to all this crap, and I'm talking to lots of people. So, what before I become really big, what kind of tips would you give me so I can stay grounded, so I can stay keep my feet on the ground, as they say?
Yeah, like in terms of like this show on the bear.
Yeah, the YouTube stuff. We're seeing some really crazy data. And I just want to make sure that we have fun with it and that we don't take it too seriously. So what tips can you give me?
Yeah, man. What I would say is like, if you get more people, like I don't know what kind of operation you're on it, but like if you get more people on board, and then your intent starts moving around, you're like, hey man, people want like daily videos,
right.
And like I can't do this. Like when you start to distort your own views, I think
right.
that's when like you kind of start to take on this new thing.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of it has to do with your intent and what your goals are. But really, what I'd say, man, is just be you, and you're doing that and play the long game.
That's very good, because the thing is that my whole thing is I just want to talk to people. I want to see how many people I can get to talk to a bear. That's all. That's all. I don't give a shit about any of the other stuff. It's just how many humans can I get to talk to a bear?
This is pretty weird. This is pretty funny.
Oh, shoot. I got to go. I'll talk to you later. You were excellent. Bye.